The scorching sun beat down on the desolate plains as the dust settled,
Apple shares are just getting hammered this morning.
We're down by between 3 and 4.5%.
revealing a lone figure standing amidst the ruins of a crumbling financial system. It was the year 2008, and the world had just witnessed an unprecedented economic crisis.
Could be the most serious recession in decades.
The stock market is now down 21%.
Out of this crisis, a mysterious figure emerged, known only by the name Satoshi Nakamoto. With a flick of his digital pen, Nakamoto etched the first lines of code that would birth an entirely new frontier: Bitcoin.
The cryptocurrency industry, the largest Ponzi scheme in history.
Like a lone cowboy riding into town, Bitcoin galloped onto the scene, captivating the imaginations of a disillusioned populace. It promised a decentralized currency, free from the clutches of banks and governments, and propelled by the power of the people. Slowly but steadily, others joined the ranks of this digital revolution, forging their own cryptocurrencies. Soon, the cryptocurrency market became a bustling town, with new currencies cropping up like saloons along a dusty street. Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, and countless others emerged, each with their own unique features and ambitions.
Titcoin,
Solana,
Trump coin,
Jesus coin.
1,500 cryptocurrencies.
The Wild West of finance was expanding, and its pioneers were carving their own paths in this uncharted territory. But the Wild West was not limited to currencies alone. In a corner of this digital frontier, a new breed of financial instruments was gaining traction: non-fungible tokens.
Dude, look at us. They're buddies.
Non-fungible token.
Or NFTs. These digital assets, represented by unique tokens on blockchain, allowed for the ownership of trading of digital art, collectibles, and even virtual real estate. The NFT market exploded, attracting artists, collectors, and speculators from around the world.
It means that you can absolutely show and verify that you own something digitally.
The crypto market, once a small town, had transformed into a sprawling metropolis. Its peak brought forth a dazzling spectacle, with billions of dollars flowing through exchanges and the value of cryptocurrency soaring to unprecedented heights. People began to envision a future where cryptocurrencies would revolutionize finance, upending traditional systems and empowering individuals.
Cryptocurrencies are the first step of this evolution.
But in the shadows of this untamed frontier, something was amiss. The absence of regulation in the cryptocurrency industry was a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it allowed for innovation, freedom, and immense growth. On the other, it created an environment where cowboys and bandits alike roamed freely, without accountability or oversight.
Is the lack of regulation. It's just unregulated Wild West, and it will go on and on and on.
The lack of regulation meant that scams and fraudulent schemes sprouted like cacti in the desert. Investors fell prey to pump and dump schemes where the value of a cryptocurrency was artificially inflated before crashing, leaving unsuspected victims in financial ruin. Hacking incidents and exchange collapses further shook the foundations of this unregulated Wild West.
Bitcoin, a new kind of money, is a risk.
Yet amid the chaos, there was a glimmer of hope. The absence of regulation had allowed for experimentation and innovation, with blockchain technology being explored for various applications beyond finance. It had given birth to decentralized finance, or DeFi, where individuals could lend, borrow, and earn interest without intermediaries. The sun-kissed plains of the cryptocurrency market beckoned with promises of untold riches. Like gold fever sweeping through the Wild West, investors flocked to the digital frontier, eager to stake their claim in this new realm of opportunity. The rewards of investing in cryptocurrency seemed as boundless as the horizon, and tales of prosperity spread like wildfire through the dusty saloons of the internet. As the market grew, grew, so did the potential for astronomical gains. The valiant pioneers who had the courage to venture into this uncharted territory found themselves reaping the fruits of their bravery. They witnessed their investments soar to new heights, turning humble cowboys and cowgirls into wealthy trailblazers. One such tale of triumph emerged from the dust and chaos of the cryptocurrency landscape. The Winklevoss twins, known for their involvement in the early days of Facebook, recognized the potential of this burgeoning market. They seized the opportunity to invest in Bitcoin when it was still in its infancy. Their foresight paid off handsomely as their investment skyrocketed, propelling them into the ranks of the cryptocurrency elite.
We believe Bitcoin disrupts gold. We think it's a better gold if you look at the properties of money and what makes gold, scarcity. Bitcoin's actually fixed in supply. So it's better than scarce in gold. It's more portable, it's fungible, it's more, durable.
But the Winklevoss twins were not the only ones to strike gold in this digital gold rush. Eric Finman, a young and ambitious teenager, saw the potential of cryptocurrencies early on. He took a gamble, investing a small inheritance in Bitcoin. His audacity paid off spectacularly, turning him into a millionaire before he even reached adulthood. His story spread through the digital prairie like a legend whispered in the darkest corners of the saloons, inspiring countless others to follow suit. As the market continued its meteoric rise, reaching its peak in a blaze of glory, more tales of triumph echoed across the digital plains.
I think cryptocurrency and thus Bitcoin is really the future of the financial system and the future of currencies.
Jeremy Gardner, an early Ethereum investor, found himself at the forefront of a technological revolution. His investment multiplied, affording him the opportunity to support and nurture blockchain startups, further cementing his status as a cryptocurrency pioneer. And who could forget the tale of Christopher Cook, a curious soul who bought Bitcoin on a whim. Years later, he discovered that his small investment had transformed into a vast fortune, making him a multimillionaire by sheer happenstance. His tale spread like wildfire, capturing the imaginations of those who dared to dream. Those stories of success serve as beacons of hope in the unregulated wild west of finance. They fuel the belief that one could tame this untamed territory and emerge with pockets lined with digital gold.
Ponzi scheme.
But beneath the surface of this shimmering mirage, dangers lurk.
Bitcoin is a get-rich-quick scheme.
They only make money because some other sucker lost more.
You can get rich for free.
The unregulated nature of the cryptocurrency market exposed investors to a myriad of risks and uncertainties. The next part of our journey will plunge into the depths of this dark and risky side of investing. We'll confront the perils that await those who venture too far into the unregulated wild west of finance. For all its allure and promise, the cryptocurrency market is not without dangers. Like a turbulent whirlwind sweeping across the plains, risks abound for those who dare to venture into this lawless frontier. As we saddle up for a careful investigation, let us first shine a light on 7 possible risks that accompany the pursuit of cryptocurrency riches. The first risk lies in the volatile nature of the market itself. Like a wild stallion, cryptocurrencies can experience dramatic price fluctuations in the blink of an eye. The value of these digital assets can soar to euphoric heights, only to come crashing down in a devastating tumble. Moreover, the lack of regulation exposes investors to a multitude of scams and fraudulent schemes. The absence of oversight and accountability creates fertile ground for unscrupulous actors to deceive and exploit the unsuspecting. From Ponzi schemes to fake initial coin offerings or ICOs, the nefarious tactics of these digital outlaws threaten to derail the dreams of those seeking financial prosperity. Another risk lies in the vulnerability of digital wallets and exchanges. Like a safe left unguarded, those repositories of wealth become tempting targets for hackers and cyber criminals. The security breaches that punctuate the history of cryptocurrency exchanges serve as a grim reminder of the dangers lurking in the digital shadows. Furthermore, the lack of widespread adoption and regulatory uncertainty introduces a level of uncertainty and risk. Governments and financial institutions institutions grapple with how to navigate this uncharted territory, which can lead to sudden policy changes and restrictive measures that impact the value and accessibility of cryptocurrencies. The inherent complexity of the technology behind cryptocurrencies poses yet another risk. Blockchain, the backbone of this digital frontier, is not without its flaws. Technical vulnerabilities and coding errors can expose investors to potential hacks and system failures, leaving them vulnerable to significant losses. But perhaps one of the most perilous risks lies in the volatility of the market itself. The unpredictable nature of price fluctuations can wreak havoc on investments. Let's consider some notable examples of these tumultuous market movements. In the infamous crypto winter of 2018, Bitcoin, the once revered champion of the cryptocurrency realm, experienced a severe decline. Its value plummeted from its all-time high of nearly $20,000 to a fraction of that amount, leaving way too many investors with heavy hearts and depleted wallets. Another vivid example of market volatility lies in the case of Ripple's XRP. In December 2017, this cryptocurrency surged to remarkable heights, peaking at over $3 per coin. However, regulatory challenges and a subsequent lawsuit against the Ripple Labs company caused the value to nosedive, leaving investors grappling with substantial losses. And while market fluctuations can be devastating, some cryptocurrencies have met an even grimmer fate. Like ghost towns left abandoned, these digital assets have plummeted to zero, wiping out the hopes and dreams of their investors. But perhaps none was as bloody as the now infamous Terra Luna crash of 2022. This video will be complete without recounting that story. But first, let's take a look at other smaller-scale crypto fails, scams, and crashes that wrecked the industry and broke millions of hearts. BitConnect, once touted as a revolutionary lending platform, collapsed amid allegations of fraud and pyramid schemes. Investors who had poured their hard-earned money into this ill-fated venture found themselves facing financial ruin.
Everyone, listen up. You didn't lose your money. Technically, you kind of lost your money.
The promising project known as Protium aimed to revolutionize the agriculture industry. However, it turned out to be nothing more than a phantom coin, vanishing into thin air, along with the investments made by those who had believed in its potential. DentaCoin, a cryptocurrency dedicated to the dental industry, also suffered a tragic fate. Despite its ambitious goals, the coin failed to gain widespread adoption, rendering its value obsolete and leaving investors with little more than shattered dreams. These cautionary tales of market volatility and coins that went to zero serve as stark reminders of the risks that permeate the unregulated wild west of finance. One of the consequences of non-regulation in the crypto space that you've got to know about SBF, one of the most infamous outlaws of Crypto Town. Sam Bankman-Fried, known more popularly by the acronym SBF, left so many bodies in his wake that when his scheme unraveled, it seemed the crypto frontier had met its end. Here's the story as it happened. With an air of mystery surrounding him, SBF rose from the shadows to become one of America's wealthiest individuals, commanding fortunes worth tens of billions of dollars. But little did the world know that this seemingly invincible cowboy of finance was about to meet his downfall. SBF possessed a unique talent for spinning tales, deceiving even the most sophisticated investors, regulators, politicians, celebrities, and customers. He wove an intricate web of stories, and with a mesmerizing narrative, SBF painted himself as a financial genius. This captivating profile of unparalleled expertise lured in prominent institutional investors like BlackRock, Sequoia Capital, and SoftBank. Astonishingly, these seasoned financial experts invested without conducting their usual rigorous due diligence. They poured their trust into a company devoid of essential elements, such as a chief financial officer, an independent board of directors, audits, or internal controls. It was a facade of success, and the truth would soon be exposed. John Ray III, the newly appointed CEO of FTX, the company associated with SBF's fraudulent endeavors, referred to the situation as the worst he'd ever seen. And coming from a leader who had navigated numerous meltdowns, including the infamous Enron scandal, well, that statement carried some weight. The veil of deception began to crumble, and those who had fallen for SBF's narrative realized that grim reality. As one anonymous director put it, Sam Bankman-Fried was the devil in nerd's clothes. To understand how SBF came to wield such power, we must delve into his origin story. He was the son of Stanford law professors, a graduate of MIT, and was portrayed as a nerdy boy genius. SBF had dabbled in Bitcoin as a hobbyist and recognized the discrepancies in cryptocurrency valuation worldwide. This realization led him to establish Alameda Research, a firm that capitalized on these price differentials through Bitcoin arbitrage. The tale of a bright innovator conquering the crypto space elevated SBF to the status of a Silicon Valley darling, captivating the attention of both traditional and institutional investors. It was a story that resonated with the media, resulting in glowing coverage from major business publications and TV networks, just like the legendary tale of Apple's humble beginnings in Steve Jobs' garage. And who wouldn't want to invest in the next Apple? He crafted a tale of making money to change the world, presenting himself as a proponent of effective altruism, a philosophy that encouraged earning wealth to give back. SBF projected the image of a man too focused on making money to care about superficial appearances. He portrayed himself as a giver, a caring billionaire who would donate 99% of his wealth to make the world a better place. Well, this disarmed suspicion, and it seemed that his quest for immense wealth served a noble cause. He became a symbol of empathy, and charitable donations further solidified his image as a benevolent force in a world consumed by profit-driven motives. SBF's tale didn't end there. He also positioned himself as a pioneer in shaping the future of finance. This, along with substantial political donations to both parties, earned him the embrace of Washington lawmakers. He testified before Congress, advocating for greater regulation in the crypto industry to enhance transparency and accountability, a seemingly noble cause, granting him high-profile speaking engagements and media spotlights. But behind this intricate facade,
it's FTX. It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
I don't think so. And I'm never wrong about this stuff.
Was a web of deceit. SBF's FTX empire was built on smoke and mirrors in November of 2022, when the crypto market was hit by one of its periods of dormancy known as the crypto winter. A crypto news outlet, CoinDesk, revealed some solvency issues with FTX and its sister firm Alameda Research. Following this, there was a rush by investors to pull their assets out of SBF's FTX exchange, setting up one of crypto's biggest bank runs to date. And by the 11th of November, the crash echoed through the vast wasteland, costing investors $8 billion. Now that's just one part of the SBF story. The second part is equally as scandalous, obviously, but we definitely cannot move on from this point without mentioning a crucial point. In the crypto landscape, there's a popular saying that goes, "Not your keys, not your coins." And it simply means that a crypto asset is yours only when you hold the coins in your wallet and you hold the private keys to that wallet. But you might not understand that properly if you're not a crypto investor, so let me explain. Every crypto holder has a public key, which is like a traditional account number. So if someone were to send you some Bitcoin, they'd send it to your public key, just like a bank account number. This key is called a public key because, well, you can share it with anyone without compromising your crypto. However, there's another key, your private key, and it's linked to your public key. Think about it like your signature or your thumbprint. If someone were to get access to that key, they'd get access to your crypto. So when crypto holders say "not your keys, not your coins," they're referring to your private key. Now, why would anyone not have their private key? Well, cryptocurrency is still a nascent invention. Not too many people have a full understanding of how to navigate it. A group of people recognized this gap and introduced the concept of centralized exchanges. Centralized crypto exchanges work like banks, so they give their users a public key like a bank account number. However, users of centralized exchanges do not have access to the private key. The exchange alone holds that, which means they have full access to all the crypto of all their users. So why do people still use them? Well, it's not that straightforward. The other option is to use a decentralized exchange, which isn't exactly intuitive, not to mention that it's significantly more expensive, but then again, everyone's trustworthy until they're not, right? Which takes us to the second part of the SBF story.
The collapse of FTX has sent shockwaves across the cryptocurrency industry.
New chaos in the world of cryptocurrency. FTX shocked investors by declaring bankruptcy this week.
A few days after FTX filed for bankruptcy, the crypto wallets held on the exchange were hit by marauding hackers. Remember, not your keys, not your coins? Well, in a matter of minutes, the coins of most of the investors were in the pouch of these bandits. More than $600 million was stolen, making it the third biggest heist in crypto history. With the absence of a sheriff in town, the marauding hackers roamed the frontier freely, plundering everything in sight. They stole over $20 billion worth of cryptocurrency in just 1 year, in 2022. From small bands of hackers to heavy hitters, cowboys and cowgirls are advised to hold onto their hats and approach the digital gold rush with the most extreme of caution.